and this is more maybe on a development in the weeds, but what does one of these integrations look like? It's just a matter of connecting like the two different inputs, or what? I don't know. Maybe people don't realize how much actually goes into that. Explain a little bit. I'm curious.
Yeah, so it's different for every integration that you do, unfortunately. So each product has a way that it consumes data that you want to send it, and so you have to format it that way and get it into a process that it can take and consume on a regular basis. So there's been a lot of standardization of like development practices in the last like 10, 15 years. So like API development is pretty standard, but each organization has their own standard that you have to code to and how you send them that data. So it is a significant overhead to go ahead and implement, but I've told every center that has asked about it, get your rep on the phone, tell them you want this integration. I will build it for you for free.
Right.
It's just something that I know that other centers want and need, and it's just a huge win for your business. So, very regularly pestering the scoring systems to get an integration. But
right, it's like those call your senator or whatever,
Exactly, that's it.
The letter. I love that. Yeah, because some of them are good, but some of them can be, they just don't want to release it or they don't want to play in the nicely.
Yeah, and two of the big players, they have a reservation system, so it's I can get it from a business perspective that they don't want to necessarily open that door. I and AlleyTrak specialize in online reservations. That's the only thing I really want to be focused in is building the best reservation system and the most flexible and capable reservation system. Brunswick and Cubica, they handle so much more in-house, in-facility requirements for the lanes and the management around them. So they're the experts in that industry. And I would love to be that expert in the bowling industry specific for an integration with like Brunswick and Cubica.
Right. Yeah, it's tough to be the best in the world at all things, right? Everybody has their own specific thing that you can excel at, and you can't be the best at everything.
Right. And, I get something similar on my end where, businesses will say, hey, we would really love to be able to send out follow-up emails with our customers, send out reminders to come back and promote all these events that we're offering. And you could certainly go and build out a world-class email marketing system, but that takes a ton of development time, and it's going to pull back all the development effort that you can do on your core product. So that's why we really look at integrations. So can we send customer data to a marketing system that you might be using, allow that tool to build out your emails and your campaigns that you want. So integration is really the name of the game.
Yeah, is that something you offer now for the marketing side? Because I know obviously that's, we're very familiar with that side of things. What do you do now for that? Or is that something that's been developed also?
Yeah, so we have a couple integrations for email marketing systems. Active Demand, Constant Contact, MailChimp are three that come to mind right now. And so there's different opt-ins that your customers can do when they go to book, and it will automatically send them over to your contact distribution list and include their contact information and their last event date. And so you can set like automations that will kick out a new email that says like, hey, you were just in the center today. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a review. Here's a promo code to receive $10 off your next booking. Maybe sending out reminders after 2 weeks if they haven't come back. So we have integrations to go ahead and already do that. So just allowing you to control the content that you're sending out downstream from a marketing perspective.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. And I think when people do the online reservations, they think about like the in front of you use case, which is the reservations, but the whole back end where a lot of the repeat business comes from is that stuff you're talking about.
Right. Yeah. Like I'd almost picture to like an Uber example. Like I'm going to get Uber Eats from Taco Bell, right? Horrible example. I don't eat Taco Bell all the time, but Uber Eats from Taco Bell. I want marketing emails from Taco Bell about the sweet deals that they're selling me. I don't necessarily need Uber Eats to send me an email about Taco Bell. Let Taco Bell be that direct contact for you. Let the business control all of that communication.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. So that was actually my next question: is those automations come from the quote unquote Taco Bell side, not from your system, pass through to Taco Bell in there, or like I guess when like the contact is created, it sets off a timer on their marketing platform.
Yeah, that's correct. So like in like MailChimp Constant Contact, for example, you set up an automation that looks for the last event date that someone has gone. And if it's past a date that you define, more than 14 days, it's just going to kick off a campaign or template that you have defined for that user, and it would send out, regular emails on a daily basis for all of those past customers.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Then that way you don't have to push out the data constantly.
Right.
Very cool.
Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.